The US has slapped major tariffs on EU products in a tit-for-tat move. Explaining the decision, the Trump administration accused Europe of overreacting to the previous round of Washington's penalties.
The EU made another choice that unfairly increased the amount of retaliation. The EU needs to take some measure to compensate for this unfairness.
So the latest US levies target aircraft parts and alcohol. They come after Brussels put taxes on $4 billion worth of imports from America. And those, in turn, were a response to US charges on $7.5 billion worth of goods. At the core of this dispute is Washington's long-running claim that Europe is unfairly subsidizing aircraft maker Airbus, giving it an edge, therefore, over US rival Boeing. Responding to the latest salvo from the White House, Brussels accused it of undermining current efforts to solve their dispute.
The U.S. action unilaterally disrupts the ongoing negotiation between the Commission and USTR to find a settlement to the long-lasting aircraft disputes.
You can take the position that all this tariff hike policy is sort of a personal vendetta by Donald Trump against the Europeans. I personally do not share that view. My reading is that this is a sign of an overall return of protectionist policies. The heydays of the international free trade and the multilateral formats are over. And I see this less bound to a certain president in the US than to this general trend. Tariffs are always damaging for producers and customers both. So I see this, the overall significance of the decision, I see less in damaging, in the wish to damage somebody, but give a clear sign by the US that the future will be not as the past was. And the word by Mr. Trump, America first, will survive his presidency.
French officials warn those sanctions could cost its wine industry more than €1 billion. Jean-Marie Fabre, head of the country's Independent Wine Producers Federation, urges Brussels then to end this plane-makers dispute, warning it is spreading to other sectors.
For the last few years, the revenue of independent U.S. wine producers, which takes first place in the value of exports of our product, has dropped by nearly €200 million. Today, we are suffering because of the mistakes of the two aircraft manufacturers, American and European. This, of course, is totally unjust, because people working in our industry didn't do anything wrong. Our industry didn't deserve such a punishment. Nevertheless, our sector is paying the highest price. I think France is about to lose from 500 to 700 million euros net return on this market. It's very important to get out of this taxation system and urgently adopt a resolution that will abolish all of those taxes imposed by the EU and US. That way, we can avoid the constantly rising tension and economic instability connected with geopolitical interests.